Once upon a time, in a small village hidden between tall green mountains, there lived a 24-year-old young man named Marco. From the outside, Marco looked normal. He worked, he helped his neighbors, he walked through the market like everyone else. But inside his mind, things were different. Marco's thoughts never stopped. He worried about mistakes he made years ago. He imagined terrible things that might happen in the future. And no matter how hard he tried, he couldn't calm his busy mind. Day after day, he felt exhausted. Night after night, he stared at the ceiling, unable to sleep. His chest felt tight. His smile slowly disappeared. People in the village cared about him, but they didn't know how to help. And Marco didn't know how to help himself either. One afternoon, while Marco was buying vegetables from the market, he overheard two old women speaking softly. They said, "A wise old man lives in the hills now. He used to be a famous psychologist in the city. People say he knows how to calm any troubled mind." Marco stopped walking. A small spark lit inside him, hope. Could this old man really help him? That night, Marco made a decision that surprised even himself. He packed a small bag, left a note for his family, and at sunrise, he began walking toward the hills. The path was long and steep. Marco walked for hours, past rivers, forests, and rocky slopes. Sometimes he felt tired, sometimes he felt uncertain, but the thought of finding peace pushed him forward. Finally, just before sunset, he reached a quiet village hidden among tall trees. There were only a few wooden houses, birds singing in the distance, and a peaceful silence he had never felt before. Then he saw him. An old man sat on a porch covered in greenery. His eyes were closed, his breathing soft and steady. His face looked calm, almost glowing with peace. Marco stepped closer. "Grandfather," he whispered, "my mind is very restless. I cannot stop thinking. I want peace in my heart. Can you help me?" Slowly, the old man opened his eyes. They were gentle, kind, and full of understanding. The old man stood quietly and motioned for Marco to follow him to a small yard. He picked up a glass and filled it with water, completely full, right up to the top. Not a single drop more could fit. He handed the glass to Marco and said, "Walk from here to the edge of the village and come back. But remember, do not spill even one drop." Marco blinked in surprise. This was the lesson? But he nodded respectfully and began walking. The road was narrow. Children were laughing. Dogs were barking. Shopkeepers called out to customers. But Marco did not look at them. He didn't think about yesterday. He didn't worry about tomorrow. He watched only the glass. Every step was careful. Every breath was slow. Every sound faded into the background. For the first time in years, his mind focused on just one thing. When he returned to the old man, he smiled proudly. "Grandfather, I did it. Not a single drop fell." The old man nodded. "That is good. But tell me, did you see the children playing by the road?" Marco frowned. "No, I didn't." "Did you hear the dogs barking?" "No, I didn't hear anything." The old man smiled gently. "When your mind stays completely in the present moment," he said, "there is no space for fear. No room for regret. No room for worries that do not exist yet." He pointed to the glass. "When you focused deeply on the water, your mind became quiet. You were not thinking about your past. You were not imagining your future. You were simply here." Marco felt something shift inside him, like a door opening. The old man continued, "Peace is not something you travel to find. It is something you uncover inside yourself when you learn to let go of distractions and return to this moment." Marco stayed in the village for a while, learning small daily practices from the old man: breathing, stillness, focus, and gentle awareness. He learned how to slow down his thoughts, notice the present, release worries, return to calmness. Little by little, the storm inside him weakened. When the sun rose on his final day in the village, Marco was no longer the same restless young man who had arrived. He felt lighter. He felt clearer. He felt himself again. As he walked down the hill toward his home, the world looked brighter. The birds sounded sweeter. The air felt softer. He finally understood. Peace isn't found by changing the world around you. Peace appears the moment you learn to calm the world inside you. Moral of the story. True peace comes from the present moment. When you focus on what is right in front of you, the noise of the past and the fears of the future begin to disappear. The mind becomes clear, like a still glass of water. Call to action. If this story brought you even a little peace, don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who needs it. Thank you for watching. If this story helped quiet your mind, comment for next video. And don't forget to subscribe for next motivational stories. Subscribe.